Hey, this is Jeremy the Tall Trainer, and I've got a 10-minute workout for you, cardio. So if you don't have a treadmill, you don't have elliptical, it's rainy out, you don't want to go for a run, maybe running hurts, you don't like those other two things, you don't like treadmill or elliptical, here's a workout for you. So 1 minute each exercise. I got 10 exercises. We're going to roll through those. I'm going to try to breathe and tell you stuff at the same time. Here we go. Jumping jacks. All right, so we're starting off nice and easy. Don't bring your hands too much higher than head level. That's good range. Don't try to do these ones too much. Get some range on that. Get some shoulder blade movement as you're doing that. If you need a lower impact, we call these half jumping jacks because just one leg goes at a time. It's not half as effective. You can get pretty tired on these too. All right, so the first two exercises are a bit of a warm up for you. So you're getting things ready to rock. All right, be careful on a full jumping jack that your knees don't collapse in like this. You could hurt yourself a little bit doing a full jumping jack there. So don't be too, non-humble to take that half jumping jack option. All right, so light on the feet, moving. You can rev it up more if you're in pretty good shape. If you're not, you get fewer in. That's okay. Be at your own best. Be at your own best here, all right? So now we're gonna tap back or reach up. So we got feet apart just a little bit. I slide 1 foot back, and I reach up and I step back forward. Slide a foot back, I reach up, step back forward. So I'll show you from the side here. I'm tapping back and back forward. The reason why it's a tap back and not a forward stepping lunge is because it's easier on our knees this way. This slows the hips, stretches the hip flexor really well, all right? Whereas a forward step lands on the knee a little bit more. We don't need to spend too much time with that. Also a chance to warm up the upper body a little bit there too, so it's not just what's happening in the legs. Stretch those arms up well as you're doing this exercise. So reaching up well. Keep those abs pulled in so you're not arching your back, you're not doing a big bend in there. And if you can't get too low right off the bat, start with smaller. Start with smaller. As you get more flexible, as you get stronger, you can always build that in more. So we got mountain climbers next. All right, you do it on the floor right here. Simple version is just tapping in. All right, so you're holding, tapping in. If you go, this is way too much pressure on the arms, you can do this on a coffee table or an elevated surface, and you still do the same thing. You bring the knee in and tap right there. So here's a basic version. You can take it up another level here too. So now I'm picking up the pace a little bit here. Try to keep the hips even as you're doing this. So we don't want to do the hopping mountain climber where you're pushing off this front leg too much. We want to try to keep it something that involves the core. Also make sure you don't end up pushing back too far as you're doing the mountain climber. That's not the idea. But your arms will do that when they get tired. So maybe seek an elevated surface until your arms are strong enough to hold you up for more of that duration. All right, not too much longer here. All right, we got shuffle punch. So I shuffle over, punch, shuffle back, punch. You could do 2, 3, 4 shuffles, however many you want to do. The important part is to have a nice little pivot and turn for that punch. The speed that you go gives you the work there too, all right? But do make sure you pick up your foot. I have seen some people not pick up. And it's embarrassing. All right, but it could be painful too. Good strong punches there. Like you're shuffling down the hall, punching somebody at the other end. So it's almost like you're bringing momentum into that turn. So I get this hand, boom, coming through. Good strong motion there. Good pivot, good hip turn. And the heart rate stays up good. All right, next is the tantrum. Going face down on the floor here. All right, just like at the grocery store, you want that sugary cereal. All right, right in there. Opposite arm and leg. Raise there. So if you want to take the easy level here, just lift. Just lift there, abs in tight. Make sure you're not going too high with that lift, otherwise the lower back gets too much. A little bit's okay. All right, you can also go right in here, like you're drumming the floor. All right, should be fairly challenging on this. Core is nice and strong. Basically what they found is a lot of research, because of our daily posture that rounds us over, spending a little tummy time is good for us adults. All right, watch out for the neck. Make sure you're not scrunching in here. Shoulders away from the ears as you're doing this. All right, coming back up. We got repeater knees. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. I'm not gonna count, so I'm just gonna switch when I feel like they're here. All right, just so I can tell you more about it. As you're doing this exercise, make sure you're not arching your back when you're reaching up or rounding when you come down. That's too much lower back motion. So keep the core in tight. A good brace happening in here. This is holding together the whole time I'm doing this exercise. So like you're grabbing a stick out of a tree, snapping it on your knee. You can make it as strong as you want there. I have seen the people who are tight in the calves have a little problem, a little tweakiness on this. So if you are tight in the calves, you know that, tap lightly. Tap lightly on that foot that's coming down. But if you're okay, boom, boom, you can hit it a little bit harder. All right, that's just showing off. That's just showing off. All right, burpees are next. Most people need an elevated surface for this. You're squatting down, hands go down, hop back, hop in, and come up. All right, some people do like the whole full-on burpee. I encourage just the simple, some people might even call it a half burpee, in there. I like this better. Less chances of wiggling your back around quite as much. All right, right here. Again, most people maybe do the coffee table or something like that. You can do a step back, step in version of the burpee. One foot goes back, the other foot goes back, in, and up, just like that. So burpees can be good and challenging. I'm going kind of medium intensity right now. And you could go a bit harder and faster. I mean, there's some things you could do, like jumps and stuff, but this is supposed to be a little more of a basic workout we're trying to do here. All right, duck jabs. 2 punches, then duck. That ducking should come from the legs. Boom, boom, boom. It's bending in the hips and the knees a little bit there too. Make sure it's not bending in the back to do that. Boom. Looking good. 2 to the nose, then duck. They take a swing at you, duck it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So we're getting some cardio, right? No treadmill, no elliptical, no equipment, no excuses. You can do this. Alternating kicks. All right, right here, kick, step, kick. Lean back a little bit as you throw that kick. Abs in tight. So you're kicking out. Choom, choom. Ideally, starts with a knee, goes out to kick, it back to knee and down. So it's not like a, it is under control as you're doing it. All right, second to last exercise. We got one more, and then we're good for this. Go ahead and imagine somebody in front of you. Notice I lean back a little bit as I throw that kick to counterbalance myself. The core is involved with that motion as I do it. Almost there, almost there. This one's the burner right here. Drum roll. All right. We gave this one the name drum roll back when we had the old studio, way back. It was years back now. But we had a wooden floor and a little sub-basement crawl space. So when you did this, it sounded like drums. It's not quite as loud here. You can hardly even hear what I'm doing there, but so feet are apart a little bit, coming up and down, going for it. If you need to go closer together, you can do that. If this exercise gets you having to go to the bathroom, go do that. You can modify, you can do a little arm run instead if it's not working for you down there. All right, so we're cranking, almost there. A little side view. 10 seconds. Cranking away. All right, there you go. And some sweat too. All right, so this workout is a really good quality workout. Cardio without equipment. So if you want to do this one as a more of an exclusive thing, if this is all you're going to do, I do recommend that maybe you do it, every other day, complemented with the resistance training workout that we have. All right, so you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, get that work in. If this is pretty good, you go, man, I want to burn more calories. I need more results. As I recommend resting for a minute, repeat. Rest for a minute, repeat. I would do this one up to 4 times. 4 times through there. Get it cranking real nice, get some music you really like, get it rolling there. You can watch this video and do it, or write these exercises down. Once you got the idea of the form, just roll with it. All right, so hopefully this is a good resource for you. It's helpful. This is Jeremy Biernaut, the Tall Trainer, saying, have fun, be safe. It's good, it's good.